Josh McDaniels has been fucking fired by the Raiders. The Raiders owner has fired Josh McDaniels and general manager Dave Ziegler. They have been relieved of their duties at 10 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern. Hallelujah. The Lord exists. God answered prayers. Mark Davis gives a shit about this fan base, dude. Oh my God. I'm going to break down all the information. I'm going to break down everything that's happening. But Adam Schefter relaying the news, and this is the huge thing here. This is the big thing that's happening right now. Take a look at it. Gave him a 6-year contract. He has 4 full years left on that deal. They're obligated to pay. Mark Davis said, F it, $40 million. Mark Davis says, even though I got to pay you $40 million more, I am going to get rid of this guy. I'm going to move on from this guy. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with the BS. Mark Davis, I mean, this makes me believe in Mark Davis. And the Las Vegas Raiders have relieved Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler of their duties as head coach and general manager. After much thought about the Raiders' need to move forward, I have decided to part ways with Josh and Dave. I want to thank them. I want to thank them for their hard work and wish them and their families nothing but the best. Oh, we wish you sons of bitches the best on the way out, you pieces of shit. Said Las Vegas Raiders owner Mark Davis. Yes, yes, yes. Good job, Mark. Mark with some class and humility. He wishes them the best on the way out. Get back to the Raider way now. Yes. Let's get back to the Raider way now. I apologize, Wi-Fi. You were right all along, and I'm man enough to say it. Oh, I love that. Appreciate you, Fukuwara, and I'm man enough to say it. Guys, I really hope if you guys really want to get the whole full Josh McDaniels experience to watch some of our older videos, but we're going to make a film. We're going to make an ultimate film about this. You guys are going to see it tomorrow. I'm going to bust my ass off. I'm not going to sleep at all.
I heard my name earlier. Was someone talking about me, Mark Davis? Was someone talking about me, the owner, being a G and doing the right thing? Yo, let's go. Right here.
I'm rocking my DC. I'm rocking my DC4. DC4.
Oh, man. Is this real? I have to pinch myself. Is
Dude,
this
I feel
real?
like, honestly,
is Halloween our new favorite holiday?
Dude.
Like Tim Brown, he was talking. He said, he said I felt like this might be a repeat of the '94 season. Interesting. When internally we knew we had a problem, but you couldn't say it publicly.
So Devontae Adams was talking about Josh McDaniels the whole time. We finally learned that Devontae Adams was talking about Josh McDaniels the whole time, obviously. But you weren't allowed to say it, and you were Anthony Pierce. That guy is the one. In my opinion, the fact that Anthony Pierce is chosen as the interim head coach, he seems like he's sort of the guy to fall on the sword. You know, it almost reminds me of like Rich Bisaccia, where it's like, we're not planning on hiring the guy. Anthony Pierce, the linebacker coach, is planning to be the interim head coach. But Josh McDaniels has been fired on Halloween.
Bro,
Halloween.
Why did it happen so late at night?
Late at
the
night.
Jack Del Rio
Halloween
was like right after the game, and then the dude had to go and do a presser. Like, why not during regular working hours? That's
all these beat reporters who said that Josh McDaniels was the greatest. He's gonna be the head coach forever. He's doing no wrong.
Man.
I mean, why? And I'm not. This is the only time I'm gonna toot my own horn throughout this stream, because I hate when people do that, and I try to avoid that. Even though I feel like I personally have dealt with like a lot of threats and a lot of crazy stuff, and so I will say I am so happy that everybody is finally catching up. Everybody is finally catching up to what the problem is. And you have Harvester Sports, Derek Carr's nephew, Derek Carr's family here saying, say sorry to Derek. Say sorry to Derek. Aww. Now that you fired Josh McDaniels, say sorry to Derek Carr. Okay, that's the last time I'll make it about Carr, but still, imagine if we didn't have McDaniels. You're gonna fire the son of a bitch anyways. We could have Carr and Adams still together, man. Mark Davis had told Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels that actually they had until next season. They had at least the entire season. So according to The Athletic, Jeff Howe, he's one of the senior writers of The Athletic, the highest of the highs of The Athletic. According to him, they were told, hey, you have at least 2024, but Mark Davis just suddenly changed his mind behind the scenes. Hell freaking yeah.
Wow.
Mark Davis stood up and changed his mind behind the scenes. You love to freaking see that, man. Didn't give a F, decided to do the right thing, man, and out of nowhere surprised
everybody.
Say what you want about Mark Davis, but when he wants to fire someone, he fires them. Their asses out of there.
He will fire their ass, dude. He is firing their asses, man.
Fucking go.
Keep in mind, Josh McDaniels is a 6-year contract. I originally thought it was a 4-year contract.
I did too. I mean, I thought they leaked 40. I mean, I thought that was like legit report from The Athletic.
Yeah.
That's where we got that number.
I mean, people thought it was a 4-year. According to Adam Schefter, it's a 6-year. The past is the past. Josh McDaniels is a fucking past.
But
last curse word. Sorry.
It was $10 million a year, right? It was the same as more than Mike Vrabel. The same as like Kyle Shanahan.
I don't think Antonio Pierce is too critical here. I mean, when you're looking at Antonio Pierce, I think he's a...
he came in with McDaniels.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think he's sort of falling on the sword. I mean, 45 years old, the guy, I mean, he doesn't have much of a resume in the NFL. This was actually his first NFL job, joining the Raiders. So I feel like they're just having this guy in here to just fall on the sword, and they're going to find somebody else next year. I don't think they're planning on Antonio Pierce being a serious future head coach. It's not a Rich Bisaccia. Think about this, man. All of the people on this staff are Josh McDaniels guys. Josh McDaniels ran this shit like Gruden, where everybody was his dude. This is a homegrown Josh McDaniels from the top to the bottom coaching staff roster. Like, this is going to be weird. This is going to be super weird.
The Raiders are leaning toward Aiden O'Connell as their starting quarterback this week against the Giants with the new interim head coach.
So that means they're going to bench Jimmy G?
Antonio Pierce. I mean, apparently.
But like, why did they not just bench Jimmy G earlier? Like, why are you waiting till after you fire your coach to bench Jimmy G? Is this because Antonio Pierce is the future? So Vinny B, per source with the knowledge, like Audrey's saying, Raiders are leaning towards Aiden O'Connell as their starting quarterback this week against the Giants. Darren Waller. I think Darren Waller's going to have a good game. What do you think, Audrey? Is Darren Waller going to have a good game this week?
Well, okay, not to be negative Nancy, but that hamstring thing apparently is like a nerve issue, so it's a lingering issue. It's not just a torn hammy. Darren Waller, I think if he was playing against Genius Josh, maybe,
he might fill for them now, And so here's some more breaking news. Paul Gutierrez is saying that the Raiders are also promoting assistant GM Champ Kelly to interim GM. Champ Kelly is going to be the interim GM.
I saw that one coming.
Because like we said before, Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels are a package deal. So they fired both of them. They had to fire both of them at the same time. And there you have it, man. It's going to be Champ Kelly. And maybe he can find himself a full-time GM role. I mean, if you're the assistant GM, you might have that possibility. And Adam Hill right here is also saying that a lot of people in the building did not know about the decision before us on the app. So people inside the building did not even know this was going to happen.
Dude, Mark Davis is straight brutal.
Mark Davis is a gangster.
He's a gangster.
I love it, man.
It's a linebackers coach for the Raiders, getting upgraded, getting a massive promotion right now to the Raiders head coach, the interim head coach, obviously. Champ Kelly is the new interim GM, general manager. There we go. We got it on there. And yes, Adam Schefter is right. It's a new day in Las Vegas. It's a new day in Las Vegas, guys. If you're just pulling up.
Dude, Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler have been fucking fired, dude.
They're fired.
They are gone. We don't have to deal with their bullshit anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Is this really happening? Dude?
I smartened up, Raider Nation. I smartened up.
Dude. But the fans do not like this guy. You got this guy. Look at Halloween was today. Today is Halloween. You're in costume. You had this fan dressing up as Josh McDaniels as a clown right here. I mean, like, this is just with the playbook, slant to Jacoby, handoff to Jacoby, all these different plays to Jacoby. It's all Jacoby Myers plays. Honestly, I'm in so much shock right now, where I still don't believe it's real. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I feel like my dreams have come true. You got Adam Hill talking about Renfro. Do you think Renfro's pretty happy right now? The guy who got maybe 20 yards with McDaniels this year?
I honestly was shocked that they didn't trade Renfro today, but knowing, McDaniels must have known.
Even if you're moving on from this coach early, what did we see last year that we did not see from Josh McDaniels? Last year, we saw a bunch of first-year head coaches make the playoffs. We saw Brian Dable, Mike McDaniel, Kevin O'Connell, Doug Peterson, all different head coaches with brand new teams make the playoffs in their first year. McDaniels didn't. We can have a new head coach next year who takes us to the playoffs. Like, it doesn't have to be a rebuild and a complete blow up. It doesn't. Look, we're so used to the disaster because of Josh McDaniels. We've been so used to it lately. Like, we don't have to have a dumpster fire of a team. We don't have to have the shittiest team that you have no faith in. Like, we don't really have to have that. And it's so crazy. Dev Kleiman's pointing this out. The Raiders have already removed Josh McDaniels from the official website. Get him off the freaking website.
Yes.
I don't want to see his face on the. I don't want to even see the PNG file or the JPEG file on the site.
Get Josh McDaniels the fuck out of my city and get him off Wikipedia.
Get McD the F out my city.
Get him off Bro Bible.
And people are saying that Robert Spillane just liked on Instagram the statement that Josh McDaniels was fired. That's what somebody claims.
Spillane?
Somebody claims, and they got 4,000 views already.
Check it out.
That Robert Spillane liked the statement that Josh McDaniels was fired on Instagram.
Oh, I want the dirt to come out. I want them to air their dirty laundry. I know so many players got some shit to say. I want to hear from them.
And shout out to Daniel. Thank you guys for keeping it real. Every other Raiders YouTuber believed in McD. Now they're acting like they wanted him gone since day one. And they're all flip-flopping. They all gave Wi-Fi Willie so much shit.
I will say I keep trying to just like not talk about any of this or anyone else because it's just kind of toxic. But man, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, this last off season was really rough. This last off season was like the roughest off season so far because of just how cruel and horrific like the comment sections were directed against Willie, and how a lot of these other channels were just straight up slandering him like nonstop 24/7. And it's all going to be memory hold.
And they're going to act like they were the same as me the whole time.
It's all going to act like it never happened. And
they're going to be such liars. They're going to act like I was pro McD.
And life will go on. Yeah. And it's
how shitty the internet is.
That's how the world is. So the people who do know what happened and they still remember what happened, like, shout out to you for having a functioning memory, man.
I'm on cloud 9 where I feel like I'm like zenned out. I feel like I'm on like a ayahuasca trip.